well, I'm crying out loud. Right, so this is a T2 to EOS R, EOS R mount with an annoying M42 times 0.75 mil aluminium insert, which I'm now taking out using these 1.5 mil grub screws. The idea is to get rid of that and just mill this out to dimension so I can fit my own M54, so a 54mm times 0.75mm thread into this area here, and to open it up, to open this adapter up, because it's just too small. I'm getting some serious vignetting. You'll see in my last video where I made an adapter up for the Explorer Scientific 127, and to put this whopping great TS Optics 3.7 inch monster focuser bloody thing on there. I don't know. Anyway, massive vignetting, stupid little M42. I need an image circle of at least M44, right, for a full frame DSLR camera. So without further ado, as they say, let's get into it. I'm gonna speed through this pretty much because you get the idea. I'm just clamping the adapter into the lathe. I'm just gonna use a boring tool to open it up to diameter, and then I'm going to put the thread on it. I'm just going to speed through it because my videos are boring enough as it is, so I'll shut up and you can watch me crack on with it. I should probably also point out that I have purchased TS Optics Flattener, so the whole idea around this is to use the M54 connection option on the TS Flattener as opposed to the M48. Step it up a little bit. I figured if I can get an M54 thread milled into the EOS R adapter here, I can make another adapter to screw into the Flattener with. So obviously, yeah, the idea is to just mill this out, just open this hole up in the adapter to approximately 53.5mm, ready to cut an internal thread on there. And the internal thread will be effectively an M54 times 0.75 millimeters. That's the pitch of the thread. This will allow me to screw either an off-the-shelf M54 adapter in there, but there are not many. If you look on First Light Optics and a couple of other places, they're very difficult to get. There is an M54 to M54 adapter for Takahashi, and it's quite expensive. It's around about 50 or 60 quid. I think anything with Takahashi written next to it is going to cost you more money anyway, so I'm going to have to make my own up. I need to make my own up anyway because it has to be a certain spacing. So with a bit of blue ink added to this internal diameter, I'm pretty much ready to cut a thread into this. I need to set the machine up, and hopefully you can see this. So yeah, there's 0.75mm pitch, so I had to bring this tumbler gear selector thingy-majiggy out for 0.75mm spacing, and we need to be on C and B, the gearbox levers, and that's it. Just bring my actual spindle speed down to 228 RPMs. And to be ultra careful, I'm going to manually scratch a first thread cut, a very light pass into the internal diameter of the adapter, just to be sure that I've actually got a 0.75mm pitched thread in there, and it's all looking good. You don't need to run the machine up for the first pass, you can do it by hand, and that's what I've chosen to do here, just to check to see everything's okay, nothing's going to smash into each other or nothing nasty's going to happen. My god, this video is 6 minutes long already. I'm going to speed through this because it's getting incredibly boring. So after a little bit of toing and throwing, I've just got the part that the 8 screws out of the flattener and just tested the M54 thread on the EOS R adapter. So it feels good, looks good, so I just need to make up a male to male M54 spacer, and I believe it's about 6mm or 6.5mm spacing. So I will crack on with that and wrap up the video because it's getting way too long for my liking, and probably for yours as well. And just to add, of course, I'm now going to turn the outside diameter down to approximately 54.5, ready to cut a 0.75mm pitch thread into this section, and this is going to form one side of the male thread that I'm looking for. As you can see, this fits into the female side of the flattener. So what's left to do now is to completely bore out the center to my 49.5 50mm. I will look at the wall thickness of the adapter itself. I do want to maintain some stability and rigidity in it, so I'll probably go to about 49.5mm. So I dropped a bit of a clanger with all of this because, first of all, I did not record the rest, which is probably a good thing because it means this video is not going to go on and on and on. So I didn't record everything for this male to male adapter, and I also made an extender up which was a male to female, which is kind of a spare part now, as you'll see when I assemble it now on the bench. So here it is, the completely useless M54 male to female extender that I don't actually need, but I may be able to modify it or adapt it or use it on another project. As you can see, it doesn't even fit into the flattener. What I need is the male to male, and all I need is the male to male. But yeah, I'd be lying if I said I didn't waste a couple of hours making up an extender that I don't need, because this is what's supposed to happen here, and because I didn't read the drawing properly, yeah, I wasted a couple of hours. But what I actually need is just 62.5mm spacing to the DSLR sensor. So with the off-the-shelf EOS R adapter giving me the standard 55mm, the additional male-to-male adapter that I've made here should give me the 67mm that I need from the M54 port on the TS flattener. As you can see, I'm screwing into that M54 port now. So this should give me, this spacer here now should give me the exact distance I need as specified, the 67mm from the M54 port of the Flattener to the DSLR sensor. Whew, thank goodness for this. Let's see how it goes together. So screwing out the reach end section of the TS focuser, which is this is where the M92 times 1mm pitch thread is, and this 3-inch Flattener is matched for this focuser from TS. So I couldn't really find any other Flattener to go in. Once I purchased the focuser, I realised, well, I want to add a field Flattener, and yeah, it's got to be this one. I'm afraid to say it's got a nice M92 thread on it, which is good because, you know, it gives you lots of options, and it allows me to do this, to hack this, and it allows me to fit a DSLR Canon RP in this case, which is a full frame mirrorless camera, with this adapter and with the spacing and the aperture in there of 49.5mm. It should help prevent the vignetting that I'm experiencing. I'm going to go out and do some field tests as soon as possible. Thanks for watching.